morning.
I was actually saying morning to Bigfoot, not you.
Oh, yeah.
See him up there?
Yeah, I see him hanging in there.
All right, hanging in there. That's what we need this plow to do.
Yes. Yeah.
We are on the last little stretch here.
Yep.
We got about, what, 2 days of hardcore plowing?
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be on the backside, so.
Yeah.
All right, plow's warming up, GPS is booting up, got fuel going in. We're gonna head over the hill and start plowing some pipe. GPS up and running. Windshield wiper, that would be super handy right now. Although we don't have to go far, the heat from the engine will clear right off, so. We're gonna head way over here to that main line right there and start there and work our way back. Things first connection already made.
Yeah.
This is our 6-inch line. It runs off our 8-inch line and eventually ends up excuse me, eventually ends up there in our riser. So we basically got short runs going this way and we got short runs going that way. We're gonna hammer down here. I'm gonna throw you guys up on time lapse. It's kind of cool to watch us go. We're gonna hammer down here real quick, try to get these knocked out, and then we'll be on to some longer lines over here on the other side. Well guys, unfortunately he died somewhere in the midst of all of our absolutely beautiful work, but check that out. It is all plowed in all the way up through there. That main line is done. All the start holes are filled in. I don't know if you guys can see the plow over there. We got like 150 feet of one last lateral to run, and we just flat ran out of pipe. We'll have to get that tomorrow, but that should be all the short runs. All these runs were somewhere between 120 and 220 feet, which is really sucks. It's a lot of start holes and a lot of stuff going on, but tomorrow we should be able to stop and jump back down there on that 8-inch main, and we're going to run like 1,200 foot runs up here across this field, which will be super nice. So see you guys in the morning. All right, good morning guys. I kind of forgot about this morning. We've already got about 4,000 feet of pipe in the ground, and knock on wood, everything's going pretty smooth. We got 4 runs off this 8-inch up and across there. This one here is the one that kind of comes goofy up out of the side. We got to go through a few little humps here. Hopefully we get it without too much issue. Got a little extra help here. This is some older pipe. Got a couple guys just watching for damage on the pipe to make sure we don't put any bad pipe in the ground. And away we go. Alright guys, let me get you caught up to speed here this morning. We left down here Thursday, got a whole bunch of rain Friday, and let it dry out yesterday. Today's actually Sunday. Oh man, you guys are all dusty. Actually down here working on Sunday, trying to get a head start on a few things. I got, I'll show you later, got all of our start holes dug, got 14 more start holes dug, got the last of our pipe delivered. Basically we got like 10,000 feet of pipe to put in, 2 dry dams to build. They're calling for rain again Tuesday night, Wednesday. We need about a day and a half to finish this up, so I'm trying to come down here today and give us a little bit of a head start on Monday so we can get this thing wrapped up. But one thing we got going on is we got an old mystery tile here. I don't know where it goes, where it comes from, or what it does. I thought it ran all the way up underneath that berm, but that ended up being a gopher hole. I thought for sure whenever we plowed our new 4-inch in right here, we would somehow intercept it, but apparently we missed it. It's still running, which means it's working. So instead of asking a whole bunch of questions, I think we're going to chase it back and see if we can figure out. It has to somehow intercept that tile back there. I can't believe we didn't cut through it. I don't understand why it's still running. So we're going to chase it back, at least to that tile, see if we can get it connected to our new one. If that don't work, we got another tile down here we can run into and try to get it connected to that. So one way or another, we're going to get this old tile connected to our new tile, and then we'll have a bonus tile. Mystery continues. So if you go on up here a little farther, you can see this turns into 4-inch clay pipe. See it right there? The question is, is the water coming out of the ground down there? Or the water coming out of the ground up here? And who knows where that 4-inch clay goes? But I'm guessing the old timers ran that straight to a wet spot, and somehow it is still draining. We are really close. I don't know, we had to have plowed through this clay right here, which is, I don't understand. Usually whenever you plow through the clay, the water will drop down and into your other pipe. I'm mumbling something. I'm confused. But guess I'm gonna dig a hole here and see what we find. All right, this makes a little bit more sense now. Our pipe ended right here. We were like 2.5, 3 feet short of actually making it all the way to that clay pipe. I still don't have any clue where that clay pipe goes. I don't want to fully expose it around there. We'll dig that out with the shovels. I don't want to break that joint loose, because what we'll do is we'll just slide our 4-inch pipe up over top of that 3-inch pipe, and then we'll come straight down here and connect into our 4-inch lateral, and that'll get the water out of there. Like I said, I have no idea where that clay pipe goes, and it's kind of irrelevant to the conversation. It's still working, it's still working. We're not gonna argue with it. Let it keep doing its thing, because it is definitely running. That is for sure. Our pipe's draining, so that's good too. So all right, well, as far as we can go on this for now, let's jump over. We're gonna hop on the 850 and see if we can get those 2 dry dams knocked out real quick, and then we'll be back down here tomorrow and make her happen. All right, here is the plan, guys. I know it is hard for you guys to see grade on camera, so I'm gonna do my best I can to explain this. So there is a big rolling hump right here, and this is one of the last humps they wanted out. The reason why we have not taken it out yet is because the plan is we're going to use this hump to build that dam and that dam. So hopefully whenever we're done, we'll have a smooth wall of dirt right here across the back, and then up on the top side there's a little enough transition they can roll their farm equipment over it. There's not a whole lot of topsoil here. We're going to strip and save what we can. We got all of our tile in. Should be deep enough we don't have to worry about. We're going to go fire up the little 850, because the big 850 still got the tile plow on it, and we are going to hammer down, folks. Voila, there it is, guys. That turned out really nice. I'll kind of show you what my plan was, or what I was trying to do up here. Trying to keep farming in mind. I know I'm not a farmer, you guys, so not all of you. Some of you might be farmers, I don't know. But whenever these guys plant with their GPS, they got what they call an AB line, which is basically just a straight line their auto steer follows. And if you guys look at these dams, you can kind of see the corn rows. They're not perfect, but they're kind of in there in a way. When they're on their AB line, it'll line up. Just makes it a lot more convenient for them, and also ends up with less of the field not planted because they had to go around the dam. So this one here is lined up really well right on there. You can kind of see their corn rows up through there. So anyways, hopefully they'll appreciate that. That should allow them to roll through here a little bit easier. Dam should catch the water, get it piped down to the ditch, which should really knock down erosion. I'm out of fuel and out of time for Sunday. We got right at 10,000 feet of pipe to put in the ground. So hopefully tomorrow the rain zone holds off, we get that pipe in the ground, tie up a few loose ends, and we'll load up and move on, baby. Morning, man, behind the scenes.
Morning.
So you're bright and yellow and ready to go?
Make sure you see me.
I don't think I can miss you. All right, we got about 10,000 feet to put in.
I'll get that knocked out by dinner.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right. All of our start holes are dug. Only tricky one we got's over there. I said we knock these out on top, and then before we go hill climbing over, we may put a little bit of fuel in the old plow.
Yeah.
We don't need,
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
need one of those incidents.
Check my tractor.
I did.
Okay, it's full.
I'd say I checked it. I didn't say I filled it up.
Yeah.
No, I filled it up.
All right.
I think we're good to go.
You gotta remember, that thing gets down to about an eighth of a tank.
I don't think it gets down that far. I think it's more like a quarter, a half tank.
Because it don't take much to fill it up.
No, it's not using the full potential of its capacity, that's for sure. So, all right, guys, it's go time, man. We got weather coming. The end's in sight.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
I forgot the most exciting part about today. I remembered my Pepsi holder. Even though I just dropped my Pepsi in the dirt. I know.
Perfect.
I'm sure the plow won't shake it up either. All right, let's go. complete the 30-foot grid from all the way over there where the excavator's at, all the way up there where the bulldozers are at. The entire bottom field is 100%. So we're gonna run this one out, and I'm gonna go up there and show you. We're gonna try to run one actually up on the neighbor's property, down along that levee up there. Well, I made it back here without losing the track.
Yeah. Now we gotta make it back out.
I know, that might be the little more difficult
Yeah.
part. So, all right, let's go up here and we'll show him, or we'll show them. We'll show them what our issue is and what we're trying to fix here.
All right.
Onward, chauffeur.
Yep.
Whoever put this waterway in, according to my GPS, did a really good job, because it is like 2% uphill the whole way. Like very, very consistently.
Yeah.
All right, we can stop right here. I think I'll show. So there we've dug into this thing. You guys remember yesterday we were down here finding that clay tile. There's a property line here, so it makes sense that there was some stuff stopped and not checked right here. But what we were thinking is there's 4 or 5 old clay tile that actually go underneath this thing, and they're bleeding out in the field down here. See this water's coming out down here? The other thing is, this is built on top of the topsoil. There's a whole bunch of sediment in here, and this sediment's holding water and it's leaching through that topsoil over there. So we're hoping by running this 4-inch right up the middle of this gut, it'll drain all that sediment, and we'll plow right through those clay tile, and they'll start emptying into our tile, or at least cut them off from going over the hill. That's our hope. You think it'll work?
I hope so. There's a lot of water up here.
There's a lot of water up here. All right, well, we need our tile cart and we need lunch.
Yeah.
Well, the tile plow made it up over the dam here. I guess let's see if the little tractor can do the same. Oh yeah, look at her go, bud. We're gonna hitch a ride. Watch out for potholes. All right, we have successfully made it. Hooked up, ready to go.
Yeah.
Think we'll make it without getting stuck or losing the track?
I hope.
Me and you both. We got a few mud holes to go through.
Yeah.
off.
Got rock down that last hole.
Alright, we got 2 short runs across this hill. We're dried up now, but you can kind of see where it gets real wet. I'm thinking there's a rock ledge and then there's water coming out of that rock, so we're gonna do our best attempt to catch it.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, let's see if we can do it again. There we go. You know you're in the good stuff when you look back and see rock dust coming out of the trench.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
I couldn't hear it.
Oh, it was chattering pretty good there, bud. I only hooked one big one. I had to jump up a little bit, but I had plenty of depth to do it.
Yeah.
All right. That's these 2 runs. The last 2 are right over there. The question is, do we have enough pike?
Yeah.
All right, guys, 610-foot run. I think almost all of our pipe. We got one other short run. Let's see how far we make it. was quite exciting, guys. I didn't get great video of it, but we're about 33.5 feet deep, and we were skimming and plowing rock the whole way up through there. What I'm hoping we did was intercepted all this water. This water is running between the rock and the dirt, and you guys can see how it's bleeding out and just making a mess out of this field right here. So hopefully we intercepted all that water and we're sending it over the hill in a pipe is the ultimate goal. You guys can see all the rock we've been plowing through. Look at that. Crazy. We made it though. By golly, we made it. So, all right, we got one more run, and I think we got just the right amount of pipe to make her happen. Let's go do it. All right, we're gonna survey one last run down the hill, and this will be it. This is the last run. This is the one we've been looking for, man, behind the scenes. Last one, baby. Last one. I clickety-clacked over some rock on the way down the hill, so.
Yeah, I'll probably hit a lot of that.
Well, at least we saved the hard ones for last.
Yeah.
We're experienced now.
Yeah, able to work them rocks out of the way.
And we got the last few out of the way.
Yeah.
If I knew what I knew before, we probably could have got that one out of the way. It helps that I'm going uphill and I can lose some grade though. I'll lose some depth. All right, let's do it.
All right.
Did you guys see the size of that rock we plowed through? Look at that thing. That is crazy. Pipe's right there. It's not damaged, it still looks good. We just got to get the excavator down here to get the rocks out of the way. I think we'll be in good shape. Holy snikes. Wowzers. That's a big boy. All right. The end is literally in sight. We should literally be on the home stretch. I can see it. Let's do it. There it goes. Behind the scenes, but I feel like I almost need a beer after that.
Yeah, I'll drink two. One for me, one for you.
That'll work. That is over 100,000 feet of pipe in the ground.
Yeah.
90% with Bigfoot.
Yeah.
After we got the bugs worked out, she did pretty doggone good.
Yeah, I did really good.
All right. Let's get a few loose ends tied up. Hit the road.
Ready to load up out of this one.
We're done, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
We're all done except for finishing up.
Yeah.
to give you a little update here on the mystery tile. It is still running like crazy. I have no idea where it goes. I thought we maybe break it off up there, but we didn't. But that up there on top is drying off, so that tile we put in there is working. That's drying up there. So we got her hooked back in. I know you guys are dirty. Hopefully you can see. We got her hooked back in, so it's draining out through our new system now, and we'll just let the old tile keep on working. All right, you remember a couple videos before? This is that 8-inch we permanently got tied into that pipe that runs up underneath. It's that riser, and we tied in that tile that goes up over the hill. We'll grab a little bit of good dirt out of the field here and backfill this, because this dirt that I have right here has got a bunch of riprap in it, and I want to get some good dirt over top of that pipe so we don't damage it, and then we'll put that other dirt over top of it. There we go. Get this hole filled in. That should make this whole area a whole lot nicer for me. Let's see if we get this big old rock out of here without damaging the pipe. Oh yeah, that's a nice one, my friends. That is a nice one. Good find, old tall pile. Look at that, we actually broke it right in two. There's the other half of it. Ain't that crazy? Pile these up over there, we'll take a dozer, push them over in the woods, get a little bit of good dirt back on the tile there. Well, that's our collection of rock we plowed through. I'll call that pretty impressive for a day's work. I can still see the pipe down there. It's still in good shape. It's laying right on solid rock yet, so we got a little bit of good clean dirt on it. I think it's going to be just fine. Hoping them wet holes start drying up. I'm gonna go down, hop on the dozer, tidy up a few random spots. That's gonna be it. Well, I guess it'd only be fitting before we head out of here. Let's go around and check out all of our outlets and see how much water we're pulling off this field. So these are the first two mains we put in right here. This one goes up this side, catches the one dry dam, that section of the field. Other one goes up the other side, catches that section of the field. As you guys can tell, they are both running. That one's not running really hard, but it's definitely got some water coming out of it. I was able to get this ditch cleaned out some. I'm waiting for this mud to dry up. I'll finish cleaning it up. That is that existing 6-inch tile that goes right up the middle, and it's also running some water. I've cleaned this ditch out all the way down through there around all these trees, and got this water dropped about 8 inches, but needs to go down a little bit more. This is the other main. This one here, if I can get down here without falling, is running pretty good. Check that out. Oh yeah, as dry as what it is right now, that's quite a bit of water. So, and keep in mind, if you take all these mains and add them together, that is a lot of water coming out of the ground. Here is the next three. This one here, you see he's running pretty good. it goes up and catches all these laterals going this way. This one here, which is running fairly decent as well, it goes all the way up. It has no laterals on it except for the two we plowed today all the way on top of the hill. It goes up and catches that one dry dam. This one here is just starting to run. As you guys can tell right there, it had no laterals on it at all until this morning. This one goes up that way, and we plowed all those laterals in this morning on it, so good sign that it's starting to be active. So here's the two big boys. Check these guys out. There's the 8-inch. That thing is running strong. That 6-inch is no slouch whatsoever. So that 8 goes all the way up and ties into that big dry dam on the neighbors, and it's got several laterals running off it. Has 6 turns and works its way up through there. Got those 2 dry dams and several laterals on it. I don't know if you guys remember, but this was a massive mud hole slash mess down here. I know it looks dry now, but that's a lot to do with the tile, because last year, even in the middle of summer, they could not get in here and do anything with this. So it is drying up real nice. I actually cut a small little diversion ditch to catch what little surface water we got and get it turned over there. That way it don't come down and run over top of our tiles, just kind of protect everything. And this is a huge improvement down here. And this is the last one, guys. This is that 6-inch main that goes up, hooks around. I believe it's got 4 long runs that go all the way around the woods there, and it's got several laterals that go up and tie into these coming from the other way. And then we tied into it twice today and ran up around the hill there. But this one, for no more pipe than what it's got on it, it's running pretty well, running pretty good as well. So I guess that's a good sign that Bigfoot did a good job. We got all the pipe in on grade and running in the right direction. But whew, what a job. Glad this was behind us. Let's head to the house. If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.